Hello! So, these are my impressions of the police in Need for Speed Payback. The police make a return in Need for Speed Payback, thankfully. It wouldn't really be a good Need for Speed game without it. I'm looking at you, Underground. Right, so today we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons to Need for Speed Payback's police. And the first thing we're going to touch on are the pros. So, let's pursue right over to the pros. That was really gay. Right, so, the police in Need for Speed Payback are tough. Exactly how they should be. They aren't lame in the sense that they can't keep up with you going 10 miles an hour. Getting away from them is a challenge most of the time, which is a good thing. The kill switch that they have, the new tech that they have, can and will take you out. About most of the times I've been hit with the kill switch and shut down, I've gotten busted. And that's a good thing. There's a good amount of challenge with that. The actual kill switch is a thing to be reckoned with. You do not, if that thing's charging, you want to get those cops off you right away. Now, those are the prawns. The prawns? No, those are the pros. Now let's move on to the cons. Oh man, I'm still sick. Rhinos aren't that big of a threat in the game, especially when you have a giant message that says, "Rhinos incoming," you know? It really isn't a threat, especially when they come. And since the police in the game are all really scripted, if you just replay a mission, you'll know when the rhinos are coming. So it kind of ruins the challenge of knowing when they're coming, like after you replay an event. Now, this leads on to my biggest issue with the police, is that they're too on rails. They're too restrictive, and this is something that just drags the police down a lot when it comes to the police in 2015, because the police in Need for Speed Payback are just too on rails. They're only available during events, certain missions, or bait crates. And in the bait crates, the police don't even use any of the kill switches or the helicopters or rhinos. It's just police chasing after you. If, you know, like, they don't even use any of that stuff during the bait crates, which I find really dumb. I mean, the whole bait crate idea I find pretty dumb too. Just in general, just the fact that police aren't in free roam and that they're locked off to certain missions and these bait crates, that just does not sit well with me. Because of this, and it just makes the cops feel too restricted. Like, you're always set on a certain path and with a time to basically keep up with. Police pursuits in this game are just basically time trials. That's really all it is. If bait crates were there as like another option to have police come after you, but you also have the cops in the free roam, I wouldn't mind at all. But because these are the only things, the only places you can go to look for cops, it just drags the police down a whole lot. And this is something I just don't like. I could see what they were going for. They were going for like a sort of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit type thing, where like the police are very limited, but they're all really like on you at like every point. Like, it's all action and stuff. But like, I could see where they're going for, but it just doesn't work, honestly. I'd much prefer the free roaming police chases where not too much is like happening at first, but you have the like freedom to go where you want and to lose the cops however you like. You just don't have that here. You just get to a certain place and then the cops just fuck off. And sometimes they'll just fuck off before you even reach that destination, and then you're free. But even if you don't make it in time, in the time span, if you like if you don't even like reach the checkpoint in time and you fail the race, the cops just leave anyway. It's not even like you got busted. They just kind of leave. Like, there's no point in that. Like, that just pisses me off, honestly. They're just locked off, and it really just can't, for me, it cancels out a lot of the good shit that they added to the police. Like, still sick, by the way. It just takes away all the cool stuff, like how good cops are in terms of like how fast they can go and how tough they are. The new helicopters, the EMPs, the kill switches, the rhinos, like all this cool shit. But then they just take it away. Also, in the first article of the game, when they actually, before it was even called Need for Speed Payback, before we knew that, and the first thing they ever talked about with Need for Speed Payback was they talked about the rhinos and how you're in a street race and the rhinos are coming. Oh no, rhinos charging after you. But I haven't done an actual race yet in the game, and I'm pretty far in the game, where cops even come after you in races. And to me, that just like you're just gypping the police in the game for really no reason. I really don't understand why. Like, again, the police are just locked off. That's my main complaint here. The police are just decentralized. Like, they're in the background. They're not really, like, aside from the blockbuster missions, they're not really too much of an issue. Like, yeah, you do have these courier missions and these getaway missions, but really the police in Payback, like, they're just not there. It would have been so much better if they just had them in free roam and then have bait crates as like a thing you could do. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to talk about, but that's my main issue with the police. Overall, one of the main issues they need to fix with this game, in my opinion, is the police, because them not being in free roam just takes away, like, them just being locked off to all these different, like, to bait crates and all of that, and just the fact that they're on rails so badly, like, it just takes away the fun, really, for me. For me, it does. Like, the pursuits, don't get me wrong, are really, really, really tough, and they're really, like, intense, but, like, really tough to the nails cops are not the only thing that make a pursuit system good in a game. I mean, just the freedom alone is another aspect that you need to put in for a great pursuit system. Then all the toys, and then the toughness for me. Once you have that actual, like, if you're missing one of those things, you're just not really gonna have a really good, it's just not gonna be as good as previous Need for Speed games, in my opinion. We really need Ghost to free the NFS police, because, you know, that actually, like, is a big issue with the game, I feel, and it's something that can be corrected probably. Anyway, that's gonna conclude this video. Overall, the police are, like, they're really tough and there's a lot of improvements, but it's just canceled out by all the no free roam police and just how they're all on rails and stuff. And overall, I just kind of wish, I really wish that the free roam police were in, because I really don't even feel like doing bait raids anymore, because, like, they have a really good, like, start, but they just didn't execute it properly. They didn't put in free roam cops, which is something they needed. So that's my take on the matter, but that's all for now. What do you guys think? Be sure to put your suggestion in the comments below. But that's all for now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.